Hi everyone, it's Tammy and I'm going to make a card for you guys today, or with you guys today, and it is going to be one similar to this. It's a really cute and easy fold card and I just really like it. This one's so cute with a little squirrel and then the bunny in the middle with the dandelion. I don't know, I just think it's adorable. So we're going to make one like this, only we are going to use a different stamp set, one that has squirrel on it. I thought this was really cute. I went ahead and stamped my circle. I'm going to stamp the inside of the card with you guys, and I'm also going to use this 2.5 inch scallop punch and this 2-inch circular punch. That's what I use to cut out this for the little squirrel. So I can put that one away now, and I think I have enough on this to use this, but now that I'm looking at it, I'm not really sure. So I might have to get a different piece of paper for this. Oh well, I'm just going to start. So I am going to take this yellow color, and it's just cardstock that I have in my stash, and I'm going to trim it to 5.5. And then I am going to score it at 4.25, just like I would for any A2 size card. The difference is that I only want 1.5 inches on this side. So I'm going to cut off after I get to 1.5 inches. I'm putting the score line on the 1.5 inch mark, and then I'm going to cut all of that off. And you can make this as wide or as small as you want. The other one I made a little bit wider, but this one I'm going to make a little bit smaller. And I'm hoping that I don't know if I'm going to have enough. I'm going to make it work. So we're going to do this together. I think I'm going to make it work. Ooh, it scares me. I hope I'm going to make it work. So I punched a piece of my cardstock out. Just have to open this thing up to get it out. There we go. And I don't want the little flappy thing to be this wide. I want it to be smaller. So I'm going to do maybe 1.5 inches for that as well. Do it right there, it'll be big enough, and maybe I can do something to make it look a little bit longer. Okay, I'm gonna play with this a little minute, so bear with me here guys, because I didn't have enough of this color and I really wanted this color to be the background. So I'm going to cut this at 1 inch. Oh, what did I do this at? I only did this at 1.25 inches, so I'm going to cut this at 1.25 inches. And this is at 1.25 inches. And I'm going to put these two pieces together so that this will get a little longer and I can use it for my closer. Yeah. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and cut that off. That'll work just fine. Oh, and I also want to go ahead and cut this. So I made that 1.5 inches, so I'm gonna make this 1 inch and a little more than 1.25 inches, so whatever that is, let's see, 1 inch and 3/8. And then I also want it to be just not even 1/4 inch smaller. I'm just going to cut off 1/8 inch on that side too. And then you know what I think I might do? I might take some of this paper and put it on this as the arm. And I was going to have this be the background paper. So I just went crazy, guys. I just went crazy. I was going to use this as the arm. I was going to use this as the background and this is the arm. But instead I used this as the background, which is fine. I'll make it work again. That's what we do, right? So this is 1.25 inches, I think I said. So I want this to be 1 1/8 inches. And I think that will be just fine long-wise. It doesn't really matter how long it is because I'll show you why here in just a minute. And I also need a piece of white cardstock that is for the middle of the card. I want it to be 4 by 5 1/4. Then I think that might be all the cutting that I have to do. So this is going to go on the inside of the card. So let me go ahead and, oh no, before, goodness. Settle down, child, settle down. Okay, I need to put this arm together first. So I'm going to put these two pieces together. I'm just going to put some tape on the inside of that one and the outside of this one, and I am going to stick them together. And it does leave a seam on each side, so that's what I got that other little piece for. And it's just going to go right here just to cover up that seam a little bit. And see why it doesn't matter how long it is, I can make it hang off as much as I want. So I want it to be like this, and then this is going to go here, and then I need to fold this over the card. So I'm just kind of bending it in a place that I can then score it. So I'm just going to bend this down and make it straight and score that. And then this is going to fit right on top and it will score with it. So I am just going to take my glue or my tape and tape this right on the front. Like so. And then I will score them or burnish them together. Then I'm going to take my glue gun and put glue on the small side. I just did that wrong. Don't do that. Put glue on the small side, but on the wrong side, not on the right side. I'm glad I used this glue instead of my regular glue, and I almost went for the regular glue. I don't know if you guys saw that, but I almost grabbed it. Okay, take that off. You want this to be on the wrong side. Like that. And wherever you want this on the page, I like it about 2/3 of the way down. Then you just stick it on the back there. Actually, that's not what I did the last time. No wonder I'm feeling like this. Never mind. This is a crazy card day. I am sorry about that. No, you don't want it back there. You want it, I had it the right way the first time. I mean, that way will work, but if you did it that way, people would be able to see that on the back of the card and it would look kind of crazy. This is the way you want to do it. So you do want to put it on the right side. Oh, Lordy B. It's been a long day, people. And then I'm going to just fold it and put it right here. Wherever you want it to be. I'm just making it even with the edge of the card. Then I'm going to take this sheet and put it on top, and so it covers that up. And normally I wouldn't tape this down yet until after I've stamped on it, but because I'm in one of those moods today, I'm clearly going to mess this up by doing it this way, but hopefully I won't mess it up. I'm teasing, hopefully. Crafting in real life. So there we go. And then I'm going to put this piece right here on top of that. And honestly, I think this is a little too small. I should have gone a little bit bigger on this. If I were to do this again, which I'm sure I will, I would make this a little bit longer. This is a little bit short, but I might even put a closer, a little Velcro or something on there to hold it, because that's just, the other one opens too though, I think. It does, but it still at least stays closed a little bit. This one is like all open. Oh well. The point was that you could make this whole base of the card using just a regular card. You were just cutting some of it off, and you could still do it if you had this a little longer. You would just use whatever was left over, whatever you cut off, as the little flap here. And it really does work well, but not when you mess it up. I mean, I think this is going to turn out cute, and I'll still use it. There, that's better. And then this will go on top of here, which will then go on top of here, which may even add a little bit of weight to it. Maybe I'll add a penny to the back of this or something to make it stick. But I'm going to go ahead and color it first, and I'm also going to do some stamping on this side just to make it look cute. And let's go ahead and stamp first so that I have that part done and can color them at the same time. So I'm going to take a little acorn. Some of the fun is having a little hidden cutie inside, and I didn't leave much room for me to hide something doing it this way. Aren't you glad I'm teaching you? It's the technique that I wanted you to learn. Sorry about that, guys. Let's see. There's a branch with leaves too. I'll use that a couple places. And there is one that says little nut. That's kind of cute. I could put that there with a little nut. And that will cover this up. There, that's hidden. That's kind of cute. Little nut. That could be for any one of my friends. Well, that's not true. Some of them are a big nut. Tracy, that's you. You're a big nut. I can say that because I know she doesn't watch my card videos. Although I'd say it even if she did watch my card videos. We all know I would. I've rolled over a cord. Sorry about that. So I'm going to get my alcohol markers out. And I have 2 sets of these. Well, 1 set, but 2 bags of them. And I need lots of browns for this one. So I'm not sure which ones I'm going to need, but I'll get them both out. And for these, you especially need a piece of scrap paper. That one's a little too green because the colors in this aren't exactly the color of the lid. That might be good for the acorn. That's a good brown. And that's a good brown. And I need a lighter brown. I don't think this is going to do it. Oh, it's not bad though. Actually, I kind of like that color. And then I might need still a darker one. Let me find a darker brown. That's a good brown too. Goodness, I'm finding all the good browns. There we go, there's a darker brown. See how that doesn't even closely match the lid? I didn't point that out with the others, but it's true. It's the way it works with these markers. Okay, so let's take, I think I'm gonna color the squirrel first maybe. Let me just color all of him in. I'm even gonna color these little dots on the top of his head, and I'll go back in there with a white pen and hopefully cover those up. This is cute. I like this image. And I'm not going to color the acorn because I'm going to make it a different color of brown. But I'm just coloring all of the squirrel first. And then I'll go in with the darker color. And whenever I'm doing a dark color, I know that I'm going to go back and outline, especially like their face, sometimes even the whole image. So that's okay with me, because it will look really, really hard to see the detail if you don't do that. I'm going to close my door. I don't know if you guys can hear my husband's TV, but I hope you can't because it's crazy. Hey, honey, can you turn that down a little bit? Can you turn that down? Yeah, it's so loud you can't even hear me talking to him. So then I'm just taking this and coloring it all again. Just blending it all in, which I think is so cool with these markers. And then I'm going to take the darkest color and do all of the little shadowing where that would be. And then I try to pick a side and go in on that side a little bit more. So, and I don't know, for whatever reason, I usually do the left side. So like where his body touches his tail, that would be a little darker. His little feet would be a little darker. Usually there are lines on the stamp itself as to where you might want it to be a little darker, so that's kind of nice. I just kind of follow the line a little bit. And then I'm going to go in with my lightest color again and just kind of blend that in. I think that's looking pretty cute. I'm going to take a pink, and I want it to be kind of a bright pink because this brown is so dark. I want to go in and just get his cheeks a little bit. And then I'm going to take my white gel pen and I'm going to color the little dots on his head like that. See how cute he is? And now for the acorn, I think I'm going to use this yellowy color for this particular acorn. And I think the top of the acorn is usually a lighter color than the bottom of the acorn, if I'm thinking right. So I think I'll do that for that. And then I don't remember which one this one was. This is a really dark. So I'm going to go in with the second lightest, I think. Color the whole acorn. And then I'll go in with the darkest. And I'm going to need to make it a little different, aren't I? They're too close in color. That doesn't help. Da-dum. That's a good one for that. And for this, I need a darker color. Where is the darker color? Oh, that one doesn't even work. I have to have some darker browns. I know I do. Oh, here we go. And then I'll take that lighter color again. And just hit the middle so it's highlighted a little bit. And I think that's pretty good. Let me get my little micron. And I'm going to hit up his outline a little. And I think I'm going to put that little acorn part, I think I'm going to make that white too. The little dots on the acorn. Still not sure if that's enough different. Let me take that dark one again. Which one is that? This one's pretty dark. Then I think I'm even going to touch it with some gray, just because I want this to be a lot darker than the actual squirrel. that's better. Yeah, I think that's better. And I'm gonna take one of these and just go around the edge of this a little bit. Give it a little bit of zhuzh. And then that, I'm going to pop dot onto the background. So we may have gone the long way to get here, but we're getting here. So there's that, really cute, and that's going to go right on top of here. That is really cute. Okay, so then I need to color in, and I need to drink my coffee first. I need to color in these. So this one's pretty dark, which is nice. I don't remember which one was the one I used on the top. I know I started with this, so let me start with this again because I kind of like the way it looks. And I'm just going to do all of the acorns the same way. And I like the stamp set. I'm going to have to make some MD cards, maybe using this, because I like it, I like it, I like it. It's kind of a funny brown. Let me see this one. That one's kind of a darker brown. I like that. That one's kind of a redder brown. I don't think I'm going to need that one for this. That one's a decent brown. Might be darker than I want though. Where's the color that I used for that? Maybe I'll make this the lightest color down here. And I'm going to take this again. Pull some of that dark up. And then I'm going to take a darker one. Okay, let's see here. If I add this to it. That doesn't particularly help. I need to get the colorless blender and try to lift some of this really dark up here. And yeah, that's better. Okay, it's not great, but it's better. So let's see. I already colored them with this. I need that color. I don't know what I did with it. That's not it. This one's darker than that one. That one's the darkest of all of them. That one's a little red. It's very similar to that one. I'm going to put that one up. That one's very red too. I must have put that one away. Oh, that might have been it. Okay, good. Cool, cool. Yeah, this looks more like it. And if it wasn't it, I like this color better. Because I want the top to be just kind of light. And color that in there. And then let's do, I think this one. No, that one's dark. That one's dark. Yeah, I think I'll go in there with this one. And because these are so little, I don't care if I'm just using one color or two colors. I might go in with another color and just do a little something something to it, but honestly, these are just little baby acorns. Because she's a little nut. So I will touch it with a little darker color. Just right where the shell top meets. And then I think I'm going to take this darkest color and do the stem of these leaves. Like that. And then I need a pretty green. All right, so then once I've done that, I'm going to take a little lighter color. So there's that. I think I might take my white pen I don't know how this works. I just see the little line over here, so I'm just putting it where the line is. But I think that looks cute. And then we will take this and put this right on top. So let's see, about there to a little after that leaf is where I want to put my tape. I want to get it pretty good down there. And there we go. So I think we did a pretty good job, even though messed it up a little bit. I think it's still really cute, and I think that anybody would like to get it. Now, you're not going to have very much room to write anything in here, so it would be a small sentiment. You could write something over here, or you could write it even on here, or you can write, you know, just, I love you, thinking of you, where this covers it up even. So you could take like a pencil and kind of mark where this is so that you know, and then use that area to write whatever you wanted, but I think it's just really cute. So I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Sorry that there were so many mess ups, but you know what? This is crafting in real life, and I never pretend to be perfect. As a matter of fact, I think you guys know that I am very imperfect, but that's the way I like it. And that's the way I learn too. So thanks for watching, and have a great day. Bye-bye. I just thought of something else you could do. You could add a little bit of temporary tape to that and then put it down so that it doesn't stick. And I make my permanent tape temporary by just putting it on there and then doing this a few times so that it doesn't get super sticky, but sticky enough to make it stick. So there we go. Now it's perfect. Just like I planned it. Bye.